What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shelah Marie, and today I'm here with a topic that I get asked quite a bit, actually. How to move on after a breakup. Listen, there's no way around it. Breakups are just shitty. But on the other side of everything that's difficult is something equally or more beautiful. So I'd like to reframe this whole discussion in a sense of that the ending of something is actually the beginning of something else. So we can try to look at it with a little hope, because otherwise it's just, full of despair, and then we get into pity and we blame ourselves and there's no healing from there. And I'm all about the healing. The first thing I'll say is see what there is to learn. That is the first thing and the most important thing you can do to move on from an ex in your life. See what there is to learn. Why? Because everyone that comes into your life, especially people that have a profound effect on you, negatively or positively, we all have these people that come into our lives to teach us lessons and to help us grow. Not from an ego place of that person teaching you a lesson, but on a higher level, their soul communicating with your soul so that you guys can have an interaction that promotes growth and healing in the both of you. It might not seem like growth and healing at the time, but sometimes things work out in which the initial event might be painful, but over time it was worth it. It's kind of like working out. Like at the time, it doesn't feel good, right? It's stressful. You're putting stress on your body. It hurts you. You're actually tearing, the muscles like at a small level. But why are you doing that? So you can build up to be stronger. How can you see what there is to learn? Obviously, I'm going to recommend Radical Forgiveness because that is my favorite book in terms of relationships and letting go. But you can look at what happened. What did you feel most often? And what did that person say to you most often? I'll give you an example. One of my exes would say to me, look at you, look how old you are. You're never going to make anything of yourself. You don't work hard enough. Like, you ain't going to make it. You just don't have it, right? And so I would hear this all the time, and it would make me feel like I'm not good enough. But what I realized by the end of the relationship was that he was just a mirror. He was just reflecting insecurities and fears that I had so that I could heal them. Because I wasn't paying attention to them in myself, and they were running around inside of my mind telling me I'm not good enough, telling me I'm never going to make anything of myself, and I didn't listen. But when this person came into my life and reflected it in a big dramatic way, right, reflected my own insecurities, it's more about you than it is about them, right? So he was reflecting my insecurities so that I could see them, so that I could not escape them, and then I can heal them. When you are learning these lessons, don't take it personally. Do not take it personally. Don't let it be an attack to your ego. I wasn't good enough. I'll never keep a relationship. That is not true. Those are irrational fears. You are not a failure because a relationship ended. You might look back a year from now and say, oh my God, I dodged that bullet. Thank God he didn't pick me. Quote unquote, right? Like, so don't look at it. Don't get so down on yourself and take it personally as there's this character flaw with you. That's not true. That's not what happened. You never know your soul's journey. You never know your life's journey. You're in the middle of watching a movie at the first scene, and you don't know how the end of the movie is going to turn out. As much as you can, try not to take it personally and judge yourself and judge the other person, but take a step back and be like, all right, what is here to learn? What happened? Okay, so I could have done that better. Okay. Next time I'll implement that, right? So that you think about these things that are heavy, but in a light way, because we don't want to get down on ourselves. That's not productive. Number 2, reclaim your space. And I mean this on 2 levels. Reclaim your physical space and reclaim your mental space. Now, even if the person lived with you, this definitely applies. If the person didn't live with you, but they were in your space a lot, it applies also. When people come into your space, they also leave an energetic imprint. So when I end a relationship, I like to sage. Here are 2 of my favorite things for clearing out negative energy in a space or renewing the space. You can use sage. You can get this at Whole Foods. You can get this at Amazon. I got everything you see here from Soulful Vibes. I'm going to put their link because I think they're an amazing place to go for this type of stuff. Anything less than love can leave. Something like that. I mean, you can figure out a mantra that you want to say while you're doing this. You can also use this, which is Palo Santo. I hope I'm saying that right. But you can burn these, and this is an abalone. It's good for burning the sage in and the Palo Santo. Reclaim your physical space, and the way that you do that is if they had stuff there, it has to go. Okay, they can't take up physical space in your space anymore. It's not appropriate. If they arrange the room in a way that you didn't quite like, go back and arrange it the way you like. Get rid of those pillows. They got you. Get some new pillows. Like, I'm a minimalist. I get rid of stuff all the time. I don't have a strong attachment to physical things. So if you do, don't go crazy. You don't have to throw away all your stuff. But for me, I would say it's very important to energetically reclaim your physical surroundings and clear them out. Also, it's the same. It's important to do that with your mental space. You have to clear your mental space. So it's going to be a practice. Like meditation is a practice. Playing the piano is a practice. Dancing, you have to practice. Anything you want to get good at, you have to practice. You're going to practice letting go and having them leave your mental space. So when they come up in your mind, you can have that thought, you can honor that thought, feel the feeling. Do not ever fight your feelings, tribe. I will never tell you to step over your feelings. I'll never tell you to not act like they're not there. That is repression and is not healing. But notice them and don't get attached to them. Clear your mental space. One thing you can do, and this meditation just randomly came to me. I don't even know where I got it from. I think I just found it in a meditation, but what you can do is, I imagine you and your ex, right? And you meet in a library. And in the library, you see each other, and you both have come with a bunch of books. And he has books that are yours, and you have books that are his or her. And so I'm here with all of my ex's books, and all I do is imagine that each of us have like a beautiful divine bookshelf. He has one, and you have one. And there are all these little slots missing because these are the books that I have. And all of my little slots are missing because he has my books. And all I do is imagine us putting the books back on the shelf, giving you, oh, here's this book, here's your book, here you go, oh, thank you. And so that by the end of the meditation, you each have your bookshelves with all the books that you need, and they're exactly in the right spot. And you guys can say thank you and depart. So it's a matter of getting back what's yours, and letting go of what is not yours. Thank you, but no thank you. And number 3, focus on yourself. Pour back into yourself. Life is cyclical, and that's how it is, right? And so sometimes in relationships, we get really invested into a person and we forget elements of ourselves. That's okay, that happens. But the beauty of it all is, now that a relationship has ended, this is a chance for you to go back into pouring into yourself. What have you forgotten that you liked? Do you really like Thai food, but you stopped eating it because he didn't like Thai food or she didn't like Thai food? Have you stopped exercising because they didn't exercise and you kind of just went with the flow? Like, did you stop going to the theater because they don't like theater, Start the business that you didn't have time to start because you were in this damn relationship. Go make new friends. Go to the art gallery by yourself. Take yourself on dates. Pour back into yourself as much as you can so that you teach yourself the valuable lesson that you are the first person to love yourself, and you are the person that is going to be there for yourself no matter what. Because if someone comes into your life and they treat you in a way that's less than good, that means you first did that to yourself. So you're going to practice treating yourself kindly and giving yourself everything that person didn't give you, so that you are a complete whole individual that can go on and have a healthy relationship with another complete whole individual in the future. And so that you're not replicating a same unhealthy dynamic where you're not loving yourself enough for someone to love you in the way that you deserve. I hope this has helped you in some way. Find me on the internet somewhere. I'll see you later, squad.